New core, old core, you're I'm not gonna make a video for you. I've been working with you for years, but new core folks. Um, so we got our first year experience. Those are your right that first semester writing class in the Magis lab. The second semester critical thinking class in the Magis lab. Enjoy those. Those are for you. All right. You don't have to worry about those. You were already enrolled. If you transferred in, this was already taken care of. Um, you have to take one course in one lab in scientific inquiry. That includes all of your science majors: astronomy, biology, chemistry, environmental science, geology, neuroscience, and physics. Quantitative literacy is any mathematics course. Great. Your languages is kind of complicated. There's a placement test. So if you know a language already, you can place out. You'll see information about that. Every fall, we do the test. There is a proficiency exam that you can take, or you just take 1 to 2 courses of a language. Some folks like to transfer those in from other schools, take them at a college over the summer, community college, so forth. Um, Essentially, you can do that. Just do that before your last 30 credits. Now we have creative expression courses. 2 courses, 6 credits, but they didn't give me the prefixes, so prefixes may not be repeated. Let's see what our what counts. Creative expressions, reception and analysis of cultural production. So you got these courses, these English courses, these fine arts courses. All right, that's making sense to me. So you've got to take one of these courses. All right, so your courses are here, your English courses are here, okay, and your fine arts core courses are here. Um, Art and music and culture themed. Okay, and then you also got to take creativity and production of culture. This is like your art history courses. Creativity and production of culture. So you got, again, these two courses, more of your speaking courses. This English course where it's a writing course. Fine arts art, and this is where you actually make art. Yeah, I'd like making art, so I know, I think these are cool courses to choose from. So, keep that. You got all these options, all right? Going back to our Discovery Core information, we've gotten through creative expressions, people in society. Let's see what that entails. That entails anthropology, criminology, economics, education, history, peace and justice, politics, psychology, sociology, and WAGs. Perfect. Frontiers of Faith and Reason, 2 courses, 6 credits of philosophical explorations, theology and religious explorations. Let's give that one a look here. That is Frontiers of Faith and Reason. These courses should follow. Yeah, okay. These are our courses that we can take. You can take these religious studies, 200 level courses, and philosophy. Remember, you got to take 2 of them. So you've got to take 2 of those. All right, so let's just go over this. One science course, one quantitative literary course. Complicated with the language, you got to be proficient or take 2 courses. Creative expression, 2 courses in those 2 different subsets. So look back to that part of the video. People and society, 2 courses, 6 credits. Prefixes may not be repeated. You can take any 2 courses as long as they're not from the same field. And then finally, Frontiers of Faith and Reason, 2 courses, 6 credits. From these 2 sections, you can take 2 religious courses, you can take 1 philosophy course and 1 religion course. Choice is yours. Now let's look at heritage and place. Heritage and place, you got to take a heritage and place course. All right, let's see what we got here. That is not heritage and place, I do not think. Let me double check. Heritage and place. Oh, list of courses that fulfill heritage and place core requirement. All right, so you got astronomy in there. You got biological anthropology, human biology. You've got intro to environmental chemistry, drug use and abuse. You got communication courses, engineering physics, English courses, environmental science, fine arts, geology, history, politics, Spanish. You can see all the courses that it fills. It has to be one of these specific courses. All right, let's go back to our final discovery core part. We know about the integrative core courses. You take one from each of these 3 sections. That is all there is. That video wasn't as snappy, but the forms weren't as snappy as to read. Those are your requirements.